My name is John GCC. I was grown up with an extended family. Being with an extended family somehow is very difficult because there is no one cares for no one. I really grew up with my father and my grandmother. And the family at one time, my father was having a conversation with my mother in the room wherein they were discussing how best they will live as a family. But in there came in my stepmother, my grandmother, who was so against their relationship. And so she was not happy. She decided to call my father. Hassan, Hassan. And my father was so worried. She went to her and she tried to persuade her that she don't want to even see the two of them. He don't want to see the two of them even discussing, having any common conversation. You know, my dad was somehow furious against the issue. He was against it. And so he was worried how he could go about it because my mother was having a pregnancy with me. You know, with time, the mother tried to persuade him that after birth, and he should send out my mother from the house. My mother should not stay in the house anymore. Well, my dad was somehow worried over it, thinking how best he would go about it. With time, after giving birth to me, my father, at the age of 1 year, my father decided to ask my mother out of the house. I stayed with my grandmother and my father in the house. You know, wherein things were very difficult at that time. I tried to grow up at the age of 4, 5 years. All I was thinking is that my grandmother is my mother, but I never knew that she was my grandmother. Except that with time, people told me, that woman is your grandmother. She is not your mother. You know, I started to get an experience over the issue. And so things become somehow difficult for me. Things become somehow difficult for me. I was worried. But due to the father, he tried to help me. He tried to push me one way or the other so that I'll be educated. I tried to get my education. I went up to the 6th former and get my exam. You know, at that time, I tried to do some things out of my own. At that time, I can even move here and there so that I can get my survival. You know, at the age of 25, I asked my father, what else are we going to do? But there was no response. There was nothing to say about it. And so I decided to live on my own. I leave my mother, I leave my father, and I leave even the entire family. I leave the entire family and decided to live on my own. I was on my own, struggling, doing things all for myself, and not even the help of neither my mother, neither my father, nor my grandmother. Because, of course, as I said before, I never knew my mother before. I never knew my mother, and I have never had experience even of motherly love in the family. And so until this time, my heart was so worried about where would I see my mother and how would I get onto my mother. You know, growing up without mother, things, you know, somehow become, it's not easy, because I think being with a mother, that will help you greatly to know many things. But without mother, things are somehow difficult. Nobody will care for you the way the mother will care for yourself, for you. I see. And so with that, I try to be myself so that I'll be able to live the way that's good for me, so that I can live. This is the entire crew of the play. The title, Extended Family, Living in an Extended Family, as the title of the play. This is the crew.
My name is Alimat Sharif. I am the mother in this film. Thank you.
I am Hassan by Mansoure. I took the part of a dad and also a cameraman. I am a beneficiary in YDC. I fortunate to get this scholarship due to my own participation in YDC, which means Youth Dream Center. Thank you.
God of mercy.
Go.
My name is Maria Majalo. I am the aunt of this play and also a beneficiary of YDC. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Moses Masakoy. I play the role of Hassan uncle. I'm a computer engineer in YDC. Love you all.
My name is Idrissa M. Kuruma. I'm the cameraman in this play. I came to YDC as a beneficiary. As for now, I am a volunteer of Youth Dream Center Sierra Leone.
Hello, my name is Kenneth Fika. I took the part of the bookkeeper and recorder at the same time, director at the same time. Thank you. I'm a beneficiary of YDC Youth Dream Center. Thank you.
So na me na di krani pandis female nem ka de fona na gyo ni abon 91 na de abon na me nem asana na me na di krani pandis film na me born asana na sare.
I was a son and a story, and this was my when I was a baby, and now I'm a big man, and also I am a beneficiary in the YDC, and I like filming because as one of the fastest way of communication, I like filming. Bye bye. I love you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Salut.
So, perfect. Thank you.